Now let us learn about the plant tissues. The plants have two types of tissues, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue can again be divided. It is of three types: apical meristematic tissue, intercalary meristematic tissue and lateral meristematic tissue. Permanent tissue can again be divided into two types: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue is of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex permanent tissue is of two types: xylem and phloem. Now let us learn about the meristematic tissue first of all. This meristematic tissue is responsible for the growth of the plant. So the plant tissue, this plant tissue is thin-walled and compactly arranged immature cells. The cells are very closely arranged and that have the potential to divide. Because of this division, the plants can grow the new parts like new leaves, new root or fruits or stem because of the division of these meristematic cells. And the region where this meristematic tissue is present, it functions as a growth region. Now let us see the characteristics of meristematic cells. First of all, the shape and size of the cell. The cells are small. They can be spherical or polygonal in shape. The cell wall around the cells, it is thin and elastic. There is no intercellular space between the cells, and because these cells are very compactly arranged, so intercellular space in them is absent. Then cell contents. Let us learn about the cell contents. They have mainly nucleus and cytoplasm in them. The nucleus size is very large in these cells and they have dense cytoplasm. Vacuoles, either they are absent or if present, they are very small in size. Why the vacuoles are small in size? You know, the function of vacuoles is storage, and this storage is not required in the meristematic cells. They are mainly meant for the growth, so they don't have vacuoles. Then the function of the cells, first of all, they help in growth of different parts, and mainly the roots and stem, they used to grow with the help of these meristematic tissues. Then these tissues help in the formation of new organs like leaves, roots, fruits, flowers. They are formed because of the division of meristematic cells. Next is, if the plant has got injured, then the injured place is also healed up by these meristematic tissues or meristematic cells. Then lodging. Sometimes due to the wind, the stem or the shoot, it get bends and it is made to stand upright with the help of these meristematic cells only. Now let us see the location of meristematic tissue. As I already told you, there are three types of meristematic tissues: apical, intercalary and lateral. Let us see their position. Apical meristem is present at the tips. Intercalary meristematic tissue is present between the nodes and internodes or at the base of the leaves, and lateral meristematic tissue is present on both the sides of stem and roots. In first of all, apical meristematic, because it is present at the growing tips of stem and roots, so this is responsible for the growth of stem and root. When it is present at the shoot, it is known as shoot apical meristematic tissue. When it is present at the root, then it is known as root apical meristematic tissue, and it produces the growth in the length of root, stem and root. Second is intercalary meristem, that is present at the base of the leaves, below the nodes and base of the internodes, and the function of this intercalary meristematic tissue is that it helps in the growth of leaves and internodes. And last one is lateral meristematic tissue. It is present on the sides both in stem and root, and it increases the girth of stem and root.